What's up, YouTube? Shout out to the Mac Kids and Maniacs. Welcome to another episode of KM True Stories. Welcome to another episode of KM Videos, True Stories.
I give a ball, you know what I'm saying? Rolling down the street in my city car. I hit front, back, side to side.
For my low, my dog, the pimp, the hog.
Check it out.
Sweatshirt and low.
That was it. I never stopped banging. I started banging hard, then I got so hard till it was a shame.
Welcome to another episode of KM Videos, True Stories. Today's story takes place in Windsor Hills at Bobby Day's house, rock and roll singer. This involves my Mexican partner. We're gonna call him the Mexican homie. The homie is from East LA. He's from a barrio called the Lott Stoners, LTS, or the Lott 13, right? Cool dude, cool Vato, never witnessed no racism from him or no busterism from him. I remember in 2005 when I launched the magazine All Hood Publications, him and one of his little homies showed up and represented. To know a little bit about dude, he pulls up, he peels out, and he turns around all macho, and he has the Lott. No, he has East LA, East Los. He has East Los across his back, representing East Los Angeles. And he would always do that, and it would always just seem funny to us, the way he bang on people, and the way he lets his video be known. So he comes through, has a good time. So we're very familiar with each other, very trustworthy of each other. We went out to places, parties, drinks. We'll talk about that in some of the other stories. I just really want to introduce this character to my platform. He's very outspoken, he's very confident, very bravado. Always repping who he is and where he's from. Always, man, he'll hit a black dude up in a minute, a Blood, a Crip, Pyro, whatever. That's how he get down, but he has this cool conversation where he can get along with anybody. He get along with you and can hold conversation with you. And he likes to drink, but he loves black women. He calls himself the Mexican Mac Daddy. Now, I met him online many years ago when I had my own website. And dude used to come through the hood, him and a couple of his partners, hang out with the homies, have drinks, kick it, have a good time. And he had this thing for sisters like brothers got for Latino women. And I remember one day, he told me, he said, man, I want to do lines in the crack of a sister's ass. So I was like, oh, all right, I know the perfect woman for you. There was this girl on the website calling herself Tia Rue, claiming to be from Treetop Pyru in Compton, and the mother to Joey Boy's baby. Now, we never found none of this out to be true, but the Mexican homie had a super crush on her. He would go to Compton and he would holler at random people and ask them if they knew Tia Rue. He got some yeses, so he believes she exists and doesn't want to believe he's catfish. I believe we were all catfish at some point involving this female. Nevertheless, whether she really existed to be who she says she was or she didn't, I figured this girl I knew had a lot of resemblances to her, but probably much finer. Probably much finer. Very eloquent, sassy female when she's on top of her game. And she was, at this time, she was on top of her game, but she was starting to slide back. You couldn't tell unless you knew her, because I went to school with this woman, beautiful woman. She was hooked up with Suge Knight, and she also was involved with this guy named Hawk from Compton. Hawk was very well known. Hawk, rest in peace. But at the time, Hawk had just got out of prison, and he was messing with this female. And I figured I'll have her come through and make the Mexican homie's day. So I tell her, come on through. Tell the Mexican homie, come on through. We at Bobby Day's house listening to some music, and we in the front room. Now, I used to always tell this female that when you come to see me, don't never bring nobody with you. Don't let no guys know where I'm at. Don't let no guys know what I do. But when you fall in love with somebody or you strung out, sometimes you'll break them rules for the person you love or the person who's providing a ride for you. But this girl comes over and she parks down the street, which I thought was weird. She parks down the street. The Mexican homie comes over. So, match made in heaven. So perfect match made in heaven. I hook these two up, they come through. And while we're kicking it and getting ready to get down to business, let them two handle their business, I get a hard knock on my door. Boom, 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 like the police. And we all jump, we all looking at each other. Mexican homie don't know nothing foul goes on here. So he's just like basically tripping off of how we looking. So boom, I go open the door and it's Hawk. And Hawk asked, was this girl there? I'm in shock. I don't know what to say. I don't know if I should lie, tell the truth, tell the nigga to get lost or what. But Hawk was cool with some of the homies. And I had met Hawk. Hawk was a cool dude. Hawk, when he was on top of his game, was about his money, you know, the women, and doing good for himself when he was at the top of his game, like I said. So I tell homegirl, like, look, you got company. So she comes to the door, you know, playerish. She like, what's up? And he gives her a cool slap. I say cool because I never seen nobody get slapped like this. He got his hand like in a seat cuff. And he hits her, wow, like a real hard hit. But the way his hand is cuffed, it's like a suction. So there's like a loud sound. When he pulls his hand off, it's like an extra whoop. And she stumbled, but she takes it like she been hit many a times before. And I'm like, damn, like Smokey on Friday. And the Mexican homie, he's just there, like he don't know what the hell is going on. So okay, cool. I'm like, all right. But she gets to woofing on him. She's behind my shoulder woofing. Now I'm like, I don't want this nigga to slap me. I don't want this nigga to sock me on accident. So I'm like, wait, hold on, homie. And you be quiet. But she don't want to be quiet. She woofing like she got two motherfuckers here that got her back. But hold up, you ain't really met the Mexican homie like that yet. And I told you not to let no nigga know where you at. You broke the rule. You broke my number one rule. So now, I step out the way. Because I'm tired of her woofing. And basically, I feel like she's put me in a situation. And this dude is hooked up with the homies and cool with me. So she runs in my room. The room that I'm renting, she runs in that room. And this nigga walks like the Terminator. He walks right into the room. So I'm like, hold up. You know, I got shit in that room. Can't nobody be in that room. And y'all ain't finna trick me and take any goods up out of there. So I go in the room. And I got this big bed. He's on one side of the bed, she on the other side of the bed, basically running from him. And she's still woofing. And she grabs this long ass butcher knife that I had. And I'm like, wait, hold on, you not finna be stabbing nobody in here, we don't need no deaths. And I explain to dude, like whatever problem you got with her, y'all need to go handle that somewhere else. So he said, all right, Kev, let me holler at her. You know, this is my lady, let me holler at her. And then I promise I'm gone. So, all right. So I walk out, let them handle their business. And the Mexican homies ask me, what's up? And he pulls out this cool knife. And he like, man, I'll get the Vato. Nah, we don't need no brown on black up in here, and dude is cool. Bah! We hear another bah! So the Mexican homie getting ready to rush in there. I'm like, nah, hold on. So I politely go in there and I tell dude, you gotta go. She all up on the bed, he done slapped her again and boom. So dude leaves. The Mexican homie like, what's all that about? And I'm telling him, man, that's some love type of relationship, and he shouldn't have even known where we was at or none of that. Excuse me for messing up the party. And now she's all out of it, so she's ready to go. You won't be doing no lines off this girl's ass today. You won't be smelling no crack, feeling no butt cheeks, or getting your horny on off the homegirl today. My bad, homie. I apologize. I tried. Give me an A for effort, homie. And you showed up, so I know you ain't no scary motherfucker. I bet you were looking forward to. I know you was gonna do more to snort some lines, but hey, you know. I know you wanted to get that tongue dirty. I know you wanted to do something freaky to this sister. I apologize, homie. So I wanted to introduce the Mexican homie to y'all, right? Now we get into a little bit of the second story, the lead up. I wanted to give you the background on him and how down he was and how often he used to come through. He's cool, he's straight, you know what I'm saying? I introduced him to homies. S-Mac, my partner, knows him. And we'll get off into the funny part in the next story. So now you know about the Mexican home. Him and a couple of his partners, who were partners of mine as well, come through one day, and I introduced them to Barefoot Pookie. So they get to know Pookie and get to ask Pookie questions and conversate with Pookie. Pookie has some wifing stories and, you know, early juvenile hall and, you know, being incarcerated with guys from Boyle Heights. So when Pookie talk, you usually listen. And they enjoyed the conversation. So he's getting to know a lot about the Crips, a lot about South Central Los Angeles. And he had done a lot of YA time with, of course, a lot of our rivals. So he knew a little bit about the 60s, but he knew more about our rivals. And that just made for good conversation and good camaraderie. But that's going to do it for this short episode of KMV True Stories. Be sure to tune in to the next one. It ought to be pretty funny. I'm out of here, y'all. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and have a great day. Salute.